Your Duolingo streak is lying to you about how good your Spanish actually is.
Podré para mejorar mi español cuando no tengo mucho tiempo libre para estudiar español.
Soy Hamid, hablo 4 idiomas y aprendí español 4 veces más rápido que el estudiante medio en solo 120 horas. This whole idea of having a streak on Duolingo or on a Spanish learning app, in my opinion, is a complete illusion. It gives you this impression, this psychological reason that you're doing good, but that's not shown in reality. And it's taking advantage of a psychological principle in humans that we basically just like holding streaks. Ask yourself, if a native comes up to you and starts speaking to you, can you actually have that back and forth with a native? Can you have that conversation? And if you're watching this and you have a Duolingo streak, your answer is probably no. And I see it as a false sort of lever or a false sort of method, because you started learning Spanish for the sake of having conversations with natives, for the sake of trying to, have the back and forth with a native. But then after a year of consistently showing up, of actually putting consistent work, you still aren't able to do that. And that is the definition of just a waste of time. Because here's the thing. Your streak measures your habit, your consistency with showing up to the app and doing a few things. But it doesn't show your Spanish. And you might think that they're correlated, that they're the same, but that would only apply if Duolingo was actually effective. The real thing is that almost every single app, if not every single app, is just simply not effective. And so the Spanish that you wanted isn't the same as the habit that you have, which is why after a year of showing up, you might not still be able to have a conversation. It's not your fault, because there's a reason why, because it feels rewarding, right? It's like this biological principle, or it's like something innate in humans, like psychological, that tells us that we want to have a streak. It gets you to show up consistently every single day without having to use willpower. And that's a good thing, but it's wasting your time because you're not making any progress. It's good that you're able to do it because most people aren't able to consistently show up to something. When I see someone who has a super long Duolingo streak, I see someone who has so much potential to get fluent super fast, but they're not using that potential because they're putting their asset of consistency into a low leverage activity. And so each input isn't giving them enough output for it to be worth it. And so they're consistently putting in inputs into a machine that doesn't give them enough output for what they put in. Or if you're just starting out, I'd highly recommend checking out the Speedy Spanish cheat sheets, which are all my cheat sheets to help you start learning Spanish with these frameworks. And you'll find it in the first link in the description. And the thing is, even if you're watching this and you have a Duolingo streak of several hundred days, you're probably still not going to stop because it's just a psychological thing. It feels productive, right? You get these green checks and the level ups and the experience points, right? And so if you're watching this and you have a Duolingo streak, I'm not here to bash you. I think it is a really good trait. I think it shows discipline. It shows consistency. It shows that you have a genuine asset, okay? But if the streak is what got people fluent, you would see it everywhere. And simply, it's just not true. Here's the thing. Anything can get you fluent. But some things are more effective and some things are much less effective. And so Duolingo can get you fluent, but it would take thousands of days of streaks. Okay, in fact, I know someone who has over 1,000-day streak on Duolingo. He's okay. I'm not even trying to bash him. I respect the consistency, of course. I put in considerably less time than him, and I'm considerably more fluent. Again, my Spanish is not perfect. I'm just trying to be objective here. For you to actually get to a real conversational level with Duolingo, it would take thousands of days, okay? And so I really want you to understand, the litmus test for your fluency is not your streak. The streak shows how consistently you open the app. But again, it's that consistency is good and it can be reallocated somewhere else to get you a better result. And so you have potential. You're still wasting your time. And I know that hurts to hear if you've spent so many days in a row maintaining your streak, but it is still, in the grand scheme of things, wasting your time compared to what you could be doing. Because you're not the one that's benefiting from the streak. It's mainly the owners of the apps. It's the businesses, okay? And so your attention goes to the apps, which, funnily enough, has an upsell to, showing no ads or infinite sort of hearts or whatever you need in Duolingo to keep going, which you need to pay for. The purpose of it is for the business to make money, not for you to get fluent. And so it's understanding the difference between education and edutainment, okay? Edutainment is this illusion. It's a blend of entertainment and education where what happens is you end up doing worse in both. Okay, because entertainment and education are actually opposites. If you try to multitask and do both at the same time, you end up doing worse in both, okay? And you can simply try this, right? If you were to count to 10, you could do it in 2 seconds, right? If you were to count to the 10th letter of the alphabet, you could do it in 3 seconds. But if you had to go A1, B2, C3, D4, etc., it would take you longer than the combined total of doing each individually. And you can test this out yourself, right? Obviously, now that I said it, you might have an easier time. But I actually tried this myself. On its own, I was able to do it in like 4 seconds if I did it individually. But when I did it together, it took me 25 seconds or something. And so it's simply because the brain can't multitask on two different things. And so what happens is you end up doing way worse in both. And so what edutainment is, what the apps are, they're the sort of fun apps for learning. What ends up happening is that you don't get entertained as much as you would going on an entertainment app like TikTok or YouTube or something. You don't get educated as much as you would from purely focusing on, for example, a framework or an exercise, which I also teach on this channel. And so what happens is you do worse in both education and entertainment, and you just stay on the app for a long time or, consistently over a long period of time. And so it's a simple retention tool to keep you on the app. It's not designed to get you fluent. And so really, like, fluency just needs two things. Fluency is a conversation with a native. It's this back and forth. And so back and forth just requires you being able to speak Spanish and being able to understand real native Spanish. That's it. How do you get better at speaking? It's definitely not from tapping boxes of, words and then matching them to create a sentence. It comes from speaking. You get better at speaking by speaking. And so any exercise, anything that requires you to speak does that. And how do you get better at understanding real Spanish? Well, is it listening to, slow down Spanish with no accent? No, it's listening to real native fast Spanish where they use, accents and they drop certain letters and combine words. It's that. And so Duolingo and the apps, they're not designed for fluency. They're designed for retention, which is why you're so incentivized to have this streak, even though factually, it's not going to give you that result. And so if a conversation is just these two things, practicing and doing anything other than these two things in your Spanish study is fundamentally less leverage and a waste of time compared to if you did these things. Now, by all means, listen, if you want to keep your streak, keep your streak. I'm not here to tell you what you can and can't do. This is just my opinion from someone who has seen this over and over again and has gone through this path myself. If it isn't building speaking and understanding, it's not building fluency. And if it's not building fluency, then what's the point? And so you get better at doing the thing by doing the thing. You get better at understanding Spanish by listening to native Spanish, understanding it and then repeating. And then you get better at speaking by speaking Spanish, understanding how to say something in Spanish, and then repeating that. And so anything that doesn't go through those steps is simply just not getting your fluency. And so I did exactly what you're doing. I went through Duolingo, I tried Pimsleur, Babbel, I tried all these apps, okay? I got nowhere in several weeks. I got literally nowhere, okay? But when I started actually learning Spanish through speaking and understanding real Spanish, and I did this through a course called Language Transfer, literally within the first 2 or 3 days, I noticed such a big leap in progress. And so this is what it looked like for me. It was literally, as I was doing all the apps and streaks and stuff, and it was literally a flat line, no progress. And then as soon as I started doing speaking and understanding, my progress just completely skyrocketed and I got conversational. And what you'll notice is every single person on YouTube who got fluent very, very fast did the exact same things. And so your action step, if I'm going to tell you, if you're going to take anything from this video, replace the app studying with just simply taking those 10 minutes and replacing them on listening to native Spanish, trying to understand what you're saying, for example. Right? Or speaking Spanish, right? And I have videos going through, the exact frameworks. And so you can keep the streak if you want for the sake of the streak, right? For the sake of bragging rights, if that's what you care about. Just stop thinking about it as your progress. Stop thinking about it as any sort of productive work. It is not. It simply isn't. It's simply not making you fluent in Spanish, okay? And so keeping it for the sake of the streak is fine. But if your goal is fluency, I would highly recommend to just drop it and focus on the thing that you want, which is real fluency, right? And so the streak is optional, but speaking and understanding Spanish aren't. Because for fluency, you need to be able to speak and understand Spanish. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you're serious about learning Spanish and you want help from me, then you can check the second link in the description to join my program. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed. Stay humble.